What is up, guys? We're here with the S13 at the garage. Got a couple things with me, or a few things. One of them is this LED husky light. It's like a work light, essentially. And currently I do have a little light up here that's operated by this timer, but it's strictly timer only, so you can kind of hear it, you know, counting down. And also it's not that bright either. My girlfriend recently got this and she's done using it, so now I'm gonna use it here. Super clutch, really good quality. I definitely needed this. A lot of punch and a little small rechargeable LED. Another thing that I got with me is this Tomei shift knob. It's the same one that I had in my original S14, the red one that's now green. I think it's called the Tomei Duracon. They make like 3 different sizes, and I personally love the feel of them, and they're also affordable. I messed up though, because when I bought this, I got the wrong thread size. I think this is an M12 by 1.25. Yes, I got the 70 millimeter version, M12 by 1.25, which is not proper for a S13 transmission. So instead of getting another one, I just got these little adapters on Amazon, $8 or something like that. This is an M10 to M12 or vice versa, whatever it is. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna try it out right now. Also, I learned recently through Kai that S15 shift knobs do not fit S13 or S14. I think it's the same deal. It needs one of these in order to fit. Before getting onto the main job for today, let's quickly throw this guy on, see if the adapter works. OG knob is pretty worn down. I actually don't mind this knob, but all the texture that was on it, like right here, you can see it has like this texture. All of that is just smoothened out at the top, which I don't know. It don't really feel right. So let's take it off. It's weighted. Not a bad knob, just really worn. Let's see if this guy does anything. It reminds me of the S14, same exact knob. All right, that thing's on. I just got to put on the little emblem. Pop that in right there. I'm not sure if I should hang this down low or secure it up top somehow. It definitely feels lighter since it doesn't have the weighted shift knob, that OEM one, but it feels good, so moving on. Now that the knob is on, let's move to the antenna. Typically, I'm a fan of keeping the original antenna on a car as long as it works. In this case, mine does not work. As you can see here, it's actually chopped off on the tip. And for that reason, it doesn't retract anymore. On an original 240 with one that works, if you turn on the radio, this will actually come up and down, which I think is pretty neat. Mine, the motor does not work. That's seized and it's stuck in this position. And for that reason, I'm deciding to take it off. And I already tried getting into these interior panels right here. There's not much information on how to remove the entire motor assembly for the antenna, so I'm gonna cover that today. I feel like there's a good reason why there's really not too much information about removing or replacing an antenna on a 240, because it should be obvious, right? You just remove the panels, you should be able to access it, maybe a couple bolts, and that might be the case, but for me, it was a little difficult. I'll show you why. Assuming you still have all the liner in the trunk of your car, you can pull this flap down and you can see that there is the original jack. You got to remove that first. But in order to remove that, we got to pull all this out the way. And there are 2 screws. You want to take those out first. Correction, there's 3. 1, 2. At the bottom, there's a 3rd one. Take out the jack. You could see where each screw was. Removing the antenna really is pretty self-explanatory. Once you get access to this little cavity here, 2 screws, bolts, again, pull those out and you should be able to slide the entire motor out. But because mine is stuck, I can't pull it down enough to get this stock past the quarter panel, past that metal, to bring the entire assembly into the body and then out through this same hole that the jack came out of. And that's why I got some bolt cutters. I'm gonna chop it off right here so I could pull the whole thing into the quarter panel. I'll show you what I mean right now. So I'll grab the whole motor, pull it down, and this is like, try to push it down, but I can't take it out. See, you kind of see it trying to come out. Here's the motor. I'm trying to pull it out, but this thing is stuck. So the solution is to just chop it off. And I don't really feel bad because it's actually non-destructive. I'm not tampering with the body. I'm not tampering with the body or anything, so it's okay. Like I said, this is non-destructive. What I plan to do is eventually source maybe a working antenna and install that. But for now, chop off the old non-functional one and put a little rubber grommet in the meantime. I've never used one of these before, so we'll see. Ooh. This is what I needed. Now I got clearance. This is what I did. It was already broken, don't feel bad. Now that that's there, I'm actually gonna keep this in case I find another working antenna. I'm gonna keep this guy. Keep these pieces so I could reuse them if I eventually find a working antenna in the future. Ooh, it's out, pretty sure. All right, so we got the motor out. I had to unclip this guy, boom, pull that out. And then there's another wire here. I need to find a way to unclip that. But this is where I chopped it off, right here at the tip. So yeah, let me try to find a way to remove this guy. So that literally just unplugged. And here is the whole thing. Yeah, so basically, this is inside here, but my antenna was stuck open, so I couldn't pull it down enough to snake it out the back and out the hole. Had to chop it off. If I ever find another one that's working, maybe I'll install it. Or maybe just one that isn't working, but is at least retracted, so I could have that OEM look of the antenna, even though it won't ever go up. Anyways, now we got documentation online of antenna stuff on 240s. Here's what it looks like. Apparently these are the same motors as a Sentra of the same or similar year. I cannot verify that, it's just something that I heard, so I might go that route. But yeah, we got a connector here, and we got a connector right here, and there's also another one at the bottom. Mine was already disconnected. This connector right here was not connected, so I didn't have to worry about that. It was just this side one and the top one. Lastly are these antenna plugs. I think this is like a 10 piece. Came with 10. I don't know if they're assorted sizes, let's find out. Yeah, it looks like they're all pretty much the same. The quality is really good though. It's not like a plastic, which is what I thought I was getting myself into. This is actually like a high quality rubber. So let's see if it fits. All right, and here is job done. Super simple stuff, just plug the hole. The grommet fit perfect. And personally, I would rather see this than the original antenna, which was chopped in half, just mangled at the tip. So here is my temporary solution. Maybe permanently, who knows? Let's be real. Am I really gonna get it? I don't know, we'll see. But for now, this is perfect. This is what I needed. I feel a lot better looking at the car, knowing that there's not this broken antenna, wishing it could extend all the way, but instead it's just stuck halfway. All right, that's gonna be it for this vid. Next up, I think I might be getting some OEM type X skirts. We'll see. Stay tuned.